if you did like normal scouting. But if you know your opponent's proxying, you're going to send your probes kind of like in weird paths,
so
and then you
like
can kind of miss the obvious spots.
Go over here, and they're putting it kind of in a random spot. I played a very famous ladder hero Protoss, and I proxied a random hatch here, and he died to a slow link flood. Because I am a mental midget, and it works sometimes.
Yeah, well, that's kind of like what we're seeing here, maybe.
Maybe it's a little bit like what we're seeing here.
Okay, well, we see both players playing 4 Stalkers, and we see Geralt hiding a pylon in the main base of Patty, and I don't think he realized, and I think that this is going to be... Oh, and Geralt even finds
Geralt also finds the second pylon. This is his second probe sent out.
Geralt's playing 1 base Twilight as well, even after seeing the pylon.
So what does one base Twilight, I should say, sorry, telegraph? Is this DTs or is this blink straight off?
It's almost never DT, because DT's kind of not great to rush out like this. It's usually either blink all in or just like an expand, but you kind of pressure quite quickly with blink. Okay. And based on Geralt's money, so he is getting the Nexus. So he's kind of just going to have a faster blink than normal at the expense of some economy.
Is his scouting kind of weaker if he's not going for sentries like this as well?
His scouting is a bit weaker, but I think because he saw the fake proxy, he kind of can probably cross off Stargate. And also, as soon as that warp gate finishes, which it has, he's probably going to warp into Adepts into the main base of Patty, and that's going to cause a lot of problems. And that's going to be scouting in its own. Right?
Yeah, that's completely true. Yeah, and I wondered with the proxy pylon if you could put DTs up here and then just win. But I suppose the longer this is here, the more likely it is to get accidentally scouted.
Yeah, I mean, you would much rather just go in with the 2 Adepts and take the win that way rather than trying to make DTs.
Are these anti-Oracle Stalkers? They're just kind of serendipitous.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what it was. But it is going to make this not game-ending, but still very damaging to PattyMac.
I think he can get 6, but not 7 probably.
Yeah,
6 is a nice start. It's going to poke in the front a little bit as well and just see this battery, give that some poke. Patty does need to clear this pylon.
Patty does have his own Adepts on the map, I believe, at the top. So he might be able to get damage done with these and equalize things, but things aren't looking good.
Yeah, losing a battery at the front and losing a lot of this sentry energy. If only there was a way to regain energy on the sentry.
Geralt's clutch with the... oh my god, yeah, even the recall, like this is really well handled by Geralt. And we see Patty didn't get the Twilight this time. He got the Robo, but he's not even using it. Like, his economy's so bad. Like, if we look in the main base of Patty, like I said, when you're behind, you need to come back, right? You need to think, how can I come back to the game? His way to come back into the game is that, all right, I'm not going to get gas. I'm going to pull out the gas. I'm just going to focus on minerals. So that way, his mineral income is kind of the same as Geralt's.
Yeah, but his gas is like less than half. It's almost a third as much. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense when you're trying to cut corners, trying to optimize everything.
I really dislike this move out, especially against a guy with Blink.
Does he know it's Blink at this point, though? He never made it into the main,
Well,
right?
I think it's a very safe assumption.
He knows now. Quick recall, only going to lose a Stalker and a Sentry, but obviously he can't really afford to lose any units. The supplies are pretty even, but it's kind of deceptive, right?
Yeah, it's like when you're behind, you need something. You need things to go your way, not get even worse. And Patty's
made a pylon and cancelled it. I feel like he's playing very nervously.
Geralt and Patty's Adepts are going to meet each other at the top of the map. I think neither player realized. Oh, not even cancelling that pylon. There's no battery at the natural as well because it died earlier from the 4 Stalker pressure.
Yeah, do you think with the Immortal
the Adepts.
Oh, they're still move commanded almost.
One of the Adepts got stuck as well. The Stalkers are trading well.
Geralt behind this, obviously going for Immortal of his, Robo of his own. Does he have an Immortal out already?
Not yet, but yeah, like...
It's not a long way away. He's still poking with these very injured Stalkers. So
Patty's Adepts didn't do much, but Geralt's Adepts are alive and doing damage in the natural of Patty. Even after playing the probes, yeah, this is just going from bad to worse. And we can also see, interestingly, that Geralt's probe count is not that much higher than Patty's, despite like what's happened in the game. That's because Geralt has been really focusing on units and like infrastructure, and he's probably gonna hit a push in like a couple minutes that's just gonna overwhelm Patty.
Yeah.
Like when charge is done, his gateway production kicks in.
Yeah, now the supplies are starting to differ, but Geralt is up in tech. He has Blink done, charge almost done. Patty's charge is only just starting.
Yeah.
He's also equal in terms of Robo, and I think Robo unit count as well, basically. This one?
No. Yeah. I mean, I think just the gateway count of Geralt is also quite a bit better. Oh, even catching out this Immortal.
Blinking on top, but it's going to go down. The second one is going to drop shortly as well. There are just no units here for Patty, so I think a pretty clean game out of Geralt, snowballing it into a really
This
big
is pretty
victory.
much it. Like, it's just impossible to win from here.
It's interesting, isn't it, how there are these like tiny little moves, and each kind of little interaction can affect the game in a way that snowballs and continues and kind of ramps up to where you can kind of just A-move at the end of the game, right? It's deceptively easy.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you look at the end and you're like, oh, I could do that, but the rest of the game is less easy to replicate, I guess.
Absolutely right.
But yeah, like there was a lot of interactions in that game, and they all favored Geralt. Like
yeah. There wasn't like any single trade that went Paddy's way. Yeah.
Yeah. But so far, Geralt has been using his tricks, the DT, and then the hidden pylon in the main base. I guess Patty did do his own trick this game, but it didn't really work.
Yeah, I think
it was very ineffective.
Yeah, hiding a pylon like that is kind of similar to what Richie did against you, like hiding his buildings in kind of random places, or yeah, trying to be a little bit sneakier than normal. But yeah, against Geralt, he just did a little bit more scouting. Sorry, just make sure India's in here. Okay. Ready. We're going to go into game number 3 on Golden Aura. Quick thoughts on Golden Aura?
This is yeah, very defensive map. It also kind of favors Blink in the earlier stages a bit more, because I think if you take the linear third base, which is the standard, Robo openings can struggle because they can blink into your main base. Okay. And if you take the triangle one, it's also quite open. So I think Blink Stalkers have a bit of an advantage over like Immortal base play compared to the previous two maps.
Right. We have seen Geralt lean on the Blink heavier in the series.
Yeah, so I mean, I think honestly, this for me would be like the scariest map to play Geralt on.
Okay, good to know. Do you want to intro this player up here in the red?
Yeah, spawning in the top left-hand corner. Down 2 games, but not out. It's PattyMac.
Spawning in the bottom right, in the blue, up 2-0 in the series so far. A quick 3-0 on the horizon, perhaps, for our foreign beast from the east. That's my nickname I'm calling it. Is it good? Is it good?
It's all right.
I'm going to say it in the finals. Is it good?
Sure.
Okay. Is Geralt.
But don't forget that yesterday Patty did play in the Big Brain Bouts, and he was down 2 games and he reverse swept. So he's definitely a strong-willed player.
Yeah, and it's cool to see him over here, you know, keeping us company over in Kettering.
He's a great guy.
Can we do a shout-out for Epic Land? Can you plug it? Why should people come to Kettering and hang out?
I think you should come to Epic Land because it's a lot of fun, and anyone who comes here even once always comes back. It's just that much fun. We stay up late. We engage in many different activities.
Don't say it like that. That sounds way
Well, we have lots of fun. Well, last night we were playing some Zero Space.
Yes, true.
Yeah.
Board games tonight, probably.
Yeah, maybe some Avalon tonight.
Hell yeah. There's Nando's. There's Food Barn.
There's a lot of friendly people.
Everyone's been really nice. Quick pause out of Geralt. No, I will say, yeah, everyone's been really nice, and it's very friendly. Lorenzo was remarked to me how friendly and nice everyone has been. He sounded surprised. I think there's this vision of English people as
being rude.
It's being rude, perhaps.
Okay, they want to go.
I forgot I had to unpause. So I had to get the countdown going and unpause for them. Hoping that wasn't too bad for Geralt. I heard you and Eva paused a lot in your series.
We paused a couple of times. There was some pretty bad lag. There was one lag spike which was kind of bad during the final fight, and the thing is, like, once it happened, it was like already too late to pause it. But yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. This normally doesn't happen at Epic Land.
Yeah, it is the biggest Epic Land for a while. I think they said it's like massively sold out, and there's a lot of people here. So I think we're really putting the networking through its paces. Hoping that gets cleared up in time for the finals.
Yeah, I want to point out something interesting about the scouting this game. We can see that Patty did not scout. He did not send a probe out on the map at all. But he's not really doing anything sneaky, right? He's just getting that small economic boost, trying to get an edge over Geralt.
Can you quantify the boost you get by not scouting? Like, do you actually know how good it is to no scout?
You probably get like 50. I guess it depends, because you can change. You can either choose to mine a bit more gas or mine a bit more minerals. Maybe like 50 resources extra.
Okay. So like for most people, that's not going to affect their game too much. Like
yeah, but like you'd be surprised how nicer some builds feel with that extra money.
Yeah, I feel that for sure. I think it's interesting. There's like loads of little things you can optimize, like stacking your workers and making sure they're all like 2 on the right pack. There's even a 3 here. I'm calling Geralt out. But he is on a 21 out of 16, I guess.
We see Geralt playing Sentry, Stalker Sentry, and Patty playing, I missed his 2 units.
It was Stalker, Stalker, Sentry, and then another Sentry.
Yeah, but Patty's going into Robo, and Geralt is going into his tried and true Blink opening.
So these Stalkers were halfway across the map, and then he just pulled them back. Is that normal?
Yeah, I mean, like, you want to kind of like poke. Maybe if they open a depths, you can find them. If they open 2 Stalkers, you can see that for yourself, and you always have time to pull back if you're not too slow. So it's pretty safe.
Okay, cool.
And then he kind of pulled them back before there was a potential for like 3 or 4 Stalkers to outnumber his Stalker count.
Because in these kind of mirrors, when you show up in the middle of the map with some number of units, if your opponent has like 1 more, you can out-micro a little bit, but realistically, 2 Stalkers is better than 3 Stalkers. No, 3 Stalkers is better than 2 Stalkers. And then the fight snowballs and snowballs and snowballs. You're going to lose the game off the back.
I mean, you can always pull it. Like, you're never going to lose them if you're pulling back quick enough, but it's a risk, so it's better to kind of like pull them back.
Another pylon on the wrong side of the map for Geralt, perhaps?
Perhaps. And we see Patty opening, using that Robo straight away this time, getting the Prism.
Oh, sorry.
So I think this proxy pylon from Geralt is just going to be like a 4th gateway, and he's going to try and be very aggressive with the Blink.
Geralt saw this with the hallucination, right? The Phoenix didn't shoot it, but he definitely saw it. Is that super like unexpected? He also already saw the sentries and what have you, so does he kind of know what's coming his way?
So I like this move from Patty, sending a fake Prism, and this is kind of another Geralt staple. He's like being really adventurous with his Stalkers, trying to get like a cheeky free catch, and he might get it.
This is so expensive. 400 gas.
Oh my god!
Oh, the misclick. Yeah. I think it could have got away, but the misclick means that he's definitely going down. There's a fake one at the front. He doesn't mind losing that. It's not real.
The thing is that if Geralt didn't get that, it could actually have been really bad for him. But instead, he's going to get a massive lead.
Yeah, I think it's over.
Patty realizes what's happening. And unfortunate series for Patty.
A quick 3-0 in this upper semi-final. I don't know if we know which matches we're coming to next. So I think we're going to throw it to a quick break as we try and run around and find another game. This was like a 25-minute series all in, and we started late, to be fair, because of the technical issues.
My first game against Iba was like 28 minutes.
So, there you go. We will try and grab whoever is still to play their games and hop back on stream as soon as we can. Keep an eye on the little graphic that pops up that says what timings we'll be back, and we'll be back. But now, some ads. Thanks for skipping around.